Last 10 years, I'm an entrepreneur. I just co-founded a company just 4 months ago. That's the new venture. But when I started my professional journey, started working, I started spending a lot of time in traveling. On a daily basis, I used to travel close to about 2.5 hours, and which is almost, if I compare that number with a city like New York or anything, they travel almost about 90 minutes. The situation of traffic is very bad in terms of India. We are actually the slowest. We have the slowest moving traffic in the world, so which actually snails at 23 kilometers per hour, and that's not comparable with any other city. But I just thought to give an interesting comparison. We are just half of the fastest man on the earth, Usain Bolt, who runs at 45 kilometers per hour. So that's the comparison between how we move in India versus an international athlete. Which is why transportation and traffic has become one of the largest, one of the top 7 problems in the urban cities today in India. But let us think back what exactly has happened to this problem. What aggravated the problem? The first factor is the population. Okay, in India we are about 59 cities which has more than 1 million people living. If I compare that with China, which is about 500, and we are ahead of US. Not only the population, but the population of vehicles also has increased. Most of the cities in India are home to more than 1 million vehicles. For example, Delhi is about 7.3 million. Bangalore is about 4.2 million. Mumbai, we just above 2 million vehicles. If I compare with New York, which is about 2 million vehicles, and Beijing is about 5 million vehicles. But are there roads to ply? If I compare with if I exclude Delhi and Bangalore, okay, apart from these 2 cities, rest of the cities average about 1,500 to 2,000 kilometers in roads. Only Delhi is comparable and New York is comparable to Bangalore and Beijing. Which is what is happening with the vehicular density. The international average states is about 300 vehicles per kilometer, whereas our cities like Chennai is about more than 2,000 vehicles, Pune is about more than 1,200 vehicles, Mumbai is just about 1,000 vehicles. So this is the constant increase compared to the international average. Delhi is about 245, which is less than average. It's because the Delhi has more roads. So all these things is actually putting out a load on our roadways. In India, more than 80% of the passenger traffic, and as well as more than 2/3 of the freight traffic is actually runs on the road. So that is where the load on the road is more. But do we have really a good manpower to manage to take all this load? The answer is no. Our traffic police is heavily understaffed. Okay, there is only about 1 traffic policeman for every 500 vehicles that run on the road every day. Which actually raises to an issue wherein whenever any violation happens, significant violences which happens in cities, a significant number goes undetected. Every month, about 40,000 violations are reported, but a significant number is always missed out. Then what happens is that when people see open violations, they get frustrated. There are current solutions available in the cities. Technology is helping them to monitor the city's traffic situation. Technology like CCTV cameras, you have body-worn glasses to capture these violations, but they have a limited reach because there is a heavy cost involved in procuring this and managing these technologies. So can there be a simple solution, okay, which can aid the city traffic police, which can help them to detect, report, and track traffic violations? Yes, it is possible, and that with a simple mobile application, which can help them to manage the situations. The mobile application is a way of a citizen engagement wherein we are empowering citizens to go beyond their democratic right of voting. We can involve them through a participation and build a transparent solution. Then why a mobile solution? Why there is a need of a mobile solution? It's because India ranks second in terms of mobile numbers. We are about more than 1 billion phones in use. More than half of the mobile phones are would be connected by internet by the end of this year. And more than 60% of these interconnected smartphones will be in these urban cities. So that is why a mobile solution is required. How this solution would help city's traffic police? It would capture the solution which is not been captured otherwise. It will help government to build an extra source of revenue. It would help them in doing in maintaining a better efficiency, wherein traffic police can actually manage about 300 violations per day. And it would also help them in terms of with data analytics for a better city planning. For example, if there is more violations reported in a particular area, they can actually deploy more force in that particular area. And all what I've been talking about is actually not a theory, but it's a live solution which we have implemented with the Bangalore Traffic Police, which is called Public Eye, which is an official app of the Bangalore Traffic Police. It's a very simple solution wherein you just need to click the camera, you need to upload, select the violation, and just submit it out. What we all do is that we allow only live images to upload because it's a requirement of the law. We also do a geotagging which tags the location of the violence which has happened, and hence it is 100% genuine solutions. There are about 17 of the violations which are pre-selected in this area. It includes not wearing of seat belt, not wearing of helmet, or parking in a no parking area. And when you submit the solution, this is what the traffic police, the backend would look like. You could see the image, the location, the vehicle number, when it was submitted, what type of violations here. Once he views the image and the location, he could accept or reject the solutions. In our case, 8 out of the 10 violations are actually attracted penalties. And this is how the location would look like. We exactly pinpoint where exactly the violation has happened. This is an example of violation. It's actually a car parked on a footpath. And this is an interesting example. Actually, there are 3 violations which have happened. There is no helmet worn. The guy is also talking on a mobile phone. And the pillion rider, which is also not wearing a helmet, which is a law in Bangalore. Till date, more than about 62,000 cases were reported through our app. And out of 62,000, more than 50,000 challans were cut from the traffic police. Our top cases are typically you're riding without helmet, a pillion rider without a helmet, parking unfit path. These are the top cases for reported last year. Why this kind of solution is required in India? Because we have missions like Digital India, which ensures government services are made to public digitally. It syncs with some of other missions, like we have a smart city mission, which actually helps citizen-friendly cities through smart solutions. What next after Bangalore? So we are also working with other smart cities in India, and this solution is applicable to any other city in India or globally, which has more than 1 million population. Thank you.